So I'm back again. So pardon me for my awesome British accent. I've been working on it pretty desperately, I must say. And it's getting there, it's getting there. Yes, I know I have amazing eye colors, if you want to say eye. Actually, Sir William Shakespeare, he pronounces it E. If you've ever read a poem with Sir William Shakespeare, it's pronounced E, because everything that rhymes with E-Y-E is pronounced E. So it's actually not I, which kind of makes you think, are we in the United States of America mispronouncing one of our most popular words? Anyways, so we have the number sets. This makes up reality, yo. Okay? Just everyone, get used to this thing, because this is how I'm going to talk from now on in. Just so you guys and girls and ladies and women and people and little toddlers and puppy dogs, kitty cats, squirrels, rabbits, chipmunks, any kind of goldfish or fish that happen to listen to this stuff, and I don't want you to misinterpret me, okay? So just make sure that you know my language. It's very mathematical and it's very simple. I mean, we're just gonna go over it real quick, okay? So first we have the primes. Like Optimus Prime? Yeah, that's why they're prime. Primes are the numbers that are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Pretty much and on to infinity and beyond, like Buzz Lightyear. But, primes just go on forever, and they only are divisible without creating a decimal or a fraction by themselves in the number 1. Which, there's a little controversy on the number 1, but, any great mathematician knows that 1 is just, a prime number. It's just the way it is, okay? And if you think about it, when we talk about like our primary emotions and primary thoughts and primary colors, it all kind of makes sense if you start thinking this way and at least understanding me this way, okay? So let's just try to do that, in the future, because I know everyone's going to tune in because I'm like this, whatever, okay. Uh-oh. I totally just ripped this thing off, so we're going to have to go with the next one, by hand. So next is the composites. Composition numbers. Composition numbers are pretty much any of the numbers that are made up of 2 primes multiplied by each other. So when you think about composition pieces or composition works, it's like anything that's like 2 important things put together. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's pretty simple. Okay, the next thing is nature. Nature is this mysterious thing. Everyone wants to be natural and, live in nature. And actually, in the English language, nature only refers to one particular set of numbers, which are the primes and the composition numbers. So technically, if you want to live naturally, there's actually no cold because there's no negative numbers and there's no 0. So there's no, 0. I'm very unnatural. Which brings me to the next categorization. A lot of people, kind of draw this circle differently, but integral, are you an integral member of society? Is this an integral part of the lesson? And whole, are you holy? Is this a whole, am I a whole person? Those 2 things are kind of interchangeable. There's a little bit of a difference which one you put on the outside first and which one you put on the inside first. There's a couple little logic games that you can discover in that, but we'll save that for later. Or if anyone wants to question me on that, I'll do like I don't know, whatever. But the whole numbers are 0 and all the negative numbers, and then the integers, integral numbers, pretty much just any decimal that stops and has its own position with a number in front of it or whatever. There's my shadow. I hope everyone loves my shadow because I'm scared shitless of it. And if y'all could play nice with my shadow, maybe my shadow would be a little bit nicer to me, because that thing freaks me the freak out, okay? Yeah, freaks me out. My shadow's creepy, like Addams Family creepy. Yeah. Like that episode of Family Guy where Peter summons his shadow monsters. That's my shadow on myself. It's really creepy. Okay, So next, we have rational, which is pretty fun because, rational is this really big important word. It's like, are you a rational person? Are you behaving rationally? Is the world rational? Are you rationalizing the situation? Are you over-rationalizing? Are you under-rationalizing? I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can flip this bird. So, rational is, everything that's already been said. Everything that's already been said. And then these ones, which pretty much are fractions that result in anything that's not a finite solution or anything that isn't included in integral and whole, but that isn't in the next set. Rationals, really on the border. It's really it's really on the border. We're talking about reality here. It's on the border between those two. So the next one is the topic of the day. It is known as the irrational numbers. Irrational has a synonym, which is called insane or insanity. Irrational is also known as crazy. These are the crazy numbers. These are the numbers that are random. They go on forever. They don't make sense, except technically. Technically, they make sense. And a lot of people, most people, I don't like technicalities unless I'm getting off on a technicality, because then that's like great and awesome, right? Getting off on a technicality is so awesome. But when you're like on the back end of a technicality, you're totally like, damn it, technicalities, freaking A. So here's the irrationals. We have pretty much any square root that is an imperfect square, such as the square root of 2, which as Earthlings, which I'm pretty proud of this, as Earthlings, we have calculated the square root of 2 to 10 million positions. How crazy are we? Not very crazy, actually, because if you think about it, square root of 2 just goes on forever. So we pretty much have, like none of the square root of 2 calculated. But we have 10 million spots of it. Which, a calculator can only do like 10. We have 10 million. We are bomb freaking diggity. Yeah. And then there's pi, which, you guys and chicks and peeps and, Pokemon. I love Pokemon, so you're all just like my Pokemon. Because, I'm a Pokemon master and I'm going to catch all of y'all. I'm just going to catch you all because that's what I'm here to do. I want to be the very best. I'm already a Pokemon master in the digital world. But, in this actual frontier, I'm just going to capture you all. And we're just all going to be BFFs. And we're going to start fires and put them out with water and grow stuff. And we're all going to have to stop being vegetarians. Because that's just mean to plant Pokemon. Bulbasaur does not like that very much, okay? It's very offensive. Honestly. I know a lot of people that are deeply emotionally, just really sad, like sad, like leaky face sad, over all the vegetarians that just eat, all my plant type Pokemon. I mean, it's just really sad. It's very sad. So that concludes our session on reality. Next up is fame. So we're going to get to that pretty quick here, but I'm going to have to pause this because I'm not really comfortable with this new video editor thing that I got here. I'm just using like my Samsung Galaxy to do this right now because I don't have, like a camera person because I'm in this really real place right now. Everyone's being all real. I gotta, tell y'all what's not real and what is real. Okay? Because everyone's like, oh my gosh, everything's real, or it's not real, and if it's not real, it's fake. That's so not English, okay? It's not English, okay? You're being slanging, and you're being illiterate. And neither of those are acceptable, because we can use awesome words in an epically awesome way and create, these wonderful situations. If we just, use some proper English. So that's what we're going to work on. And I'm going to see y'all in a little bit.